with Emily Arden Wells, the author of the amazing blog Gastronomista. And today we're gonna learn how to make some cocktails that are a little surprising. These are the cocktails that we need to know. So what are we making today?
So today we are making a Vermouth Cobbler, which is a riff on a traditional sherry cobbler. They're very simple. It's basically a spirit topped off with soda water and with some herbs and muddled with fresh fruit and sugar. Very easy, simple to do, and vermouth is a fortified wine. So essentially this is a grown-up wine spritzer, which I kind of love.
I like that you said it too. We can just like admit it to ourselves and then it's fine. And then the second drink is a little more complicated.
Yes.
What's the second one?
So the second cocktail is a riff on a Vermouth gin Fizz. And this one is inspired by Turkish pastries made with pistachios and rose water.
Oh, so amazing. So
we are using a homemade pistachio orgeat sauce and then some rose flower water as well and a little bit of fresh cream.
All right, so we're gonna start with our grown-up wine spritzer. What do we begin with?
Okay, so we're gonna take a slice of oranges, a bar spoon of sugar.
And can you use a simple syrup as well, or like do you want sugar for this?
You can. It just kind of depends on what you have around.
What you got lying around the house.
Yeah. I usually keep a simple syrup stocked in my refrigerator.
Because you're fancy.
Because I'm fancy, and I make a lot of cocktails, but by no means do you have to.
Clearly.
So basically you just muddle the sugar in with the orange slice, and jive it in there, and then you do 3 ounces of vermouth. And I'm using a rosé vermouth. And the one thing you want to keep in mind when you're buying a vermouth is that you want to just keep it in the refrigerator because vermouth does go bad.
Right, it's not a liquor.
Right. And then you want to take some crushed ice. So here we have a little bit of cubed ice and some crushed ice. So basically just scoop in some crushed ice and then you top it off with a little bit of soda water.
Easy enough.
Give it a little stir. And then garnish with some fresh herbs. I really like rosemary in this because it works well with the aromatics of the vermouth. And then I like to include a slice of fresh orange as well.
This is like perfect for sitting outside.
I know, it's great and refreshing.
And
right?
for being a grown-up drinking a wine spritzer.
A vermouth is lower in alcohol, so
you can drink more.
You can drink more of them. And when you top it off with seltzer water, you're secretly hydrating. So
perfect, it's a hydration cocktail.
You're kind of winning at everything.
All right, so our next cocktail also has some hydration in it. So what do we do for the second one?
What you need to begin is an egg white.
Great.
So I just go ahead and split it in there.
You have to be very dexterous here.
Yes.
All right, so we got our egg white.
Got the egg white. And then you're gonna do 1.5 ounces of gin. And then we're gonna add 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. The citrus juice helps the egg white emulsify as you shake it. Then 3/4 of an ounce of our pistachio orgeat.
And how do you make pistachio orgeat for those of us that don't have it lying around in our fridge?
Well, I definitely made this myself, and you have to grind the pistachios and then put them in a combination of sugar and water and cook them on the stove for probably about 30 minutes. And then you strain them in cheesecloth over a bowl. But the result is this amazing syrup that has just such a clear taste of pistachios. It's really great. And I've always loved, when I go to Italy, the pistachio gelato is always my favorite.
Yeah.
So I've just added 1/4 of an ounce of half and half.
Great.
And that's to give it a little bit of creaminess.
That's an easy one.
And then just a couple of drops of rose water. Rose water, if you add too much of it, gets really bitter. So you just want to add a little bit.
So don't be like, I love rose flavor. I'm going to pour an entire tablespoon in.
Keep it very simple. So just try to get a couple of drops in there. And then the trick to any egg white cocktail, like a Ramos Fizz, is to do a dry shake first. So get your shaker in there, and with no ice, you want to give it a good shake for about a minute.
Okay.
Do you want to shake?
Full minute?
Not a full minute, but maybe 30 seconds. The one tip that I can recommend is to use a Boston shaker like this, which gives a better seal. If you use one of the 3-part shakers with the lids, those definitely explode.
Right.
And that's embarrassing.
Just don't do it.
It's definitely embarrassing.
Just don't do it.
So then you want to add some ice. Good. And then you go back to your shake.
Shake it again.
All right.
Oh, you can like smell it from here. It smells amazing already.
Really light and refreshing, right?
And
then top it off with some sparkling water.
so the common denominator in all of your cocktails is that they're hydrating.
They're magically hydrated. And then to garnish, we'll float a couple of rose petals right on the top there. And then the leftover pistachios from the orgeat sauce I toasted, and just to give them a little bit of crunch. It's just a couple of crumbles right on the top there.
This is a drink where, okay, you've worked for it, but then you look really fancy.
Yeah, it's definitely
If you want to impress people, this one.
a pretty one. There you have it.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Emily, for teaching us how to make these awesome cocktails that everybody should have in their repertoire. And obviously, if you want more, you can always check out all of her recipes on gastronomista.com. Thank you so much.
Cheers!
Wow, this is so good.
Right? Isn't it awesome?
So good.